everyone. This is Creative DME with Creative DME Designs. My name is Dawn Marie. I am finishing up this journal and I have to put a clasp on it. And I've come up with a way to put a button on that I think certainly helps when you're doing junk journals, so you're not going to tear paper. I do have my dogs up here with me, so you might actually see their paws or heads jump in. Usually I use a really small hole to do this with other junk journals I've done. But this time, because it's got this long stem on it, can you see the stem? I'm actually going to do the 1/8 on my crocodile. So I'm going to stick this in here, and yes, I should have done this way before. Let's see, are you still able to see it? So I'm going to try, this is my journal because I've messed it up so much that I'm not going to be able to give it to anybody because it's so bad. But, so you crocodile a hole there. I should have probably taken out my ephemera that I have there. And once again, it's mine, and I don't give a care that it's not centered or anything. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my thread, and this is antique thread. This is really old. In fact, I need to find some more button carpet thread because you can see this roll is almost gone. This has been between Maine, Massachusetts, Virginia, North Carolina. So yeah. So I'm going to just take and cut a piece off. And I'm going to thread it. Let's see. I've got my... Ooh, that's not going to go through the little button, though. Nope. Nope. Let's go to my other stuff. Is this one going to go through? That's the other thing. Always test your needles. And if you don't want to deal with regular needles like this, as long as you have this hole and these are big enough, you can actually use the floss threaders. And I use that a lot when I'm using, trying to get yarn in. So I'm going to thread this. Let's see if I can do it without my glasses on. Yay! And I do put a knot at the end. Actually, I'm going to even do it better. I'm actually going to thread it through here, these two buttons. This is just a double hole button, plain off clear. I put it on the bottom and I tie my little knot there. That knot will end up being eaten up by the other stuff, and I'll end up putting a lot of glue on it, so I'll probably end up, you won't be able to see it. So I'm going to thread it through. Let me make sure you can still see it. Thread it through that hole that I made. Ah, you would think I could see that. There we go. And it stops it from going through that hole. So you see, you can see that it's right there. And then you put the one that's going to be on the outside on. Now I want to make sure my eagle's right side up, which it's not. This was from one of my dad's Air Force uniforms. And then because this is a high back, I'm actually going to, I'm not going to do, there's a way you can round, like take your thread and wrap it around to make the button taller, so you can say get like, so this is what I'm gonna use as the closure, but this has a high post on it, so I'm not going to do that, but I'm just going to feed it back through the hole, which it's going to catch, and then you have your button right there, and you're just going to feed it through the button like you're just like any other button, like you're putting any other button on any other thing. Put it right back through that hole that you made with the crocodile. And then you're going to go back through the hole again. You do just like putting a regular thing on, but I think because you make the hole and it's there, and you could put glue around it. You could put a a metal washer or whatever you wanted around it to keep it, but you're not putting the needle through the actual paper, so it's not causing it to rip. And look, it's still upside down. But because I can turn it, because it's technically a separate thing, because you can turn both feeds, so I think that's probably enough. It's gone through there a couple times. Like I said, I can't give this to, I can't let anybody purchase this or buy it, or can't even give it to anybody because it's so sucky. So, it doesn't have to be that sturdy because I can always put it back on. After this, I think I'm going to do a run through of it just to show some ideas I did in this, but I had to tear it apart and it sort of messed up some of the stuff I had already done in it, and I'm just really disappointed. It is a bird journal, but actually what it is we had an owl come in our house a couple years ago. One of our cats brought it to us, and so since then I've sort of felt like an owl is my bird animal. You know, my I can't get it through. Sorry, when you're talking you can't get the needle through. Is my spirit animal. And I got this really good book at the thrift store, and it's got all different kinds of things in it, but I found birds from Julie's kit, and so I picked the birds out of here, matched them up with the birds from Julie's kit, and I'm going to go through and put why the birds would be a good spirit animal for them. And I like it because it puts the element, the primary colors, and then what the meaning of having that spirit animal. So this right here is my spirit bird book, and I will write those things in it, and I will do a thing for that. I just wanted to show you that I'd come up with a button sewing on method that made it easier and you're not hurting your paper. So I'll just tie this off. You don't need to see that. I would hope that you would be able to know how to do that. And then this was a vintage doily, and luckily enough, and I did test this before I put it on, the button goes through that hole, and that will be the closure. So I hope you enjoyed my little button sewing on technique. My Mimi actually taught me to do the double button when she was making a coat. She was a seamstress, so I just moved it over to making books. So once again, this is Dawn Marie with Creative DMA Designs, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.